Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Harrison back here again from ATGN, here with some Final War gameplay. We have Shadrach the Unseen taking on Fangris the Terrible. I'd also like to welcome Ben, who's joining me here for this gameplay. Give us a wave, Ben.
Hey.
Alright, so to start with, we're going to draw our 6 cards for our opening hand. From here, we're then going to use them to set up onto the board, deploying our heroes, warlords, and heroes, units, and items. So for the first deployment, they're played face down.
So heroes are placed in the second row, correct?
Yes, fortifications go at the back, and then units go in the front row. Alright, I'm ready to go when you are.
I am ready.
Alright, so heroes are turned over, as well as units and fortifications. Fortunately, my starting hand wasn't great. I didn't actually get any units.
Yeah.
So hopefully I don't have to get into combat straight away. Alright, so from here we're now going to roll for our initiative. Final War uses lowest roll wins.
1 dice.
2. Alright, so I'll take the first turn. So I'll draw 1 card from my hero deck unit. We don't have a unit. Okay, so I'm going to play a fortification in this column. So the fortifications are used to support the entire column during the game. I'm then going to draw 1 card from the Fate deck and pass the turn over to you, Ben.
Alright, so draw here. And may I play this on the board at all?
Add straight into the board, yes.
Okay. Flip over or?
Yeah, straight in, face up.
Too easy. Yep, play this guy.
Okay, so that's a instant, so you're going to flip it straight over.
Okay. Oop. Accidentally saw the next one.
Okay, skirmish. So for this one, we're going to send 1 column into combat against 1 other column. So unfortunately, I only have 1 column at the moment, so I'm going to be choosing this column here.
Okay. I will choose this column as well.
Alright, now, we're just going to see if there's any before combat. So my hero is in combat, so I'm going to reveal my weapon. It increases my PR by 1 and allows me to block 1 damage in each round of combat.
Oh, I didn't set up these on my guys.
That's alright, we'll go through and do that now. So because damage is persistent between different rounds, the counters are used to keep track of your life total. Alright, so I have first strike. Do you have any first strike characters?
No.
Okay, so that means that I will be going first, so we don't need to worry about rolling for initiative. Alright, Montrok the Sneaky has ranged attack, which means I can choose to target your hero straight up, and I have triple damage in the first round. So 10 plus 1 makes 11, so hitting on anything other than a 12. 3 hits, doing triple damage in the first round.
Okay, so how much?
Take 3.
Take 3, dead.
Alright. So that's a good start for me.
Huh. Really?
Yep. Alright, so it's now your turn to attack back. So you're at 6 plus 1, 2, so going up to 8. Minus 3 for my stronghold, going down to a 5.
So 5 less hits?
5 or less. 1 is a critical.
Oh,
1 is a critical.
See ya.
Alright, so I get to block the first point of damage, so I'm only taking 1 instead of the regular 2. Alright, now no one has been wiped out, so we're going to go back around again. So my 11, unfortunately I lose my triple damage, so I'm only going to do 1 for this shot here. 3 hits, dealing a point of damage.
Right. Hits my whereabouts, right?
Yes. Now, it's your turn to attack through.
Alright.
On the 5 or better. 5 or less. 11 is a
miss.
failure to hit. 11 again. 4 hits.
Another crit.
Critical hit, wiping out my hero.
I'll beat you with luck.
That's not what I really wanted to happen, so as the victor, you get to draw 2 cards from your character deck.
Awesome. I'm just the best at this game. I can feel it.
It's like going into a land war in Russia. Never play a dice game against Ben. If you're lucky.
Alright, I got this. This one is an item. I can place it on my hero.
Yes, you may have up to 2 items on each hero or warlord. They're played face down until they are used.
Oh, so I have screwed this up.
That's alright. So 1 on each.
You never saw this.
I never saw what?
Yep.
Alright. So is it my turn?
I believe I'm done.
Alright, I'll draw from my hero deck. Okay. Alright. So we have another item.
You're just not getting units, are you?
No, it's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do to make up for it. Okay. Alright, so the Marauders. So I'm going to have to go into combat against the Marauders, who start with 4 health. Unfortunately, I don't have a choice, so I'll be putting Shadrach in. And he has the Staff of Wonder and the Potion of Might. For this one, I'm not going to choose to use my potion, but it comes in with 1 charge on it. Alright, so I have first strike, so you'll be playing as the Marauders against me. So I don't have to worry about first strike. Alright, so I make 3 attacks in the first round. Now, before initiative, I get the Mastery roll. So on a 1 to 4, I get to take control of the bandit and add him to my army. 9. Okay, so not quite there. Alright, so I'm starting at a 6, going up to a 7. So 3 attacks, hitting on a 7 or below. Marauders have a bonus hit of 2, so it goes up to a 9 or below. Alright, so that is 1 regular hit and 1 critical hit, dealing 3 points of damage.
He's
So
on
1 left.
One
Now,
left.
Staff of Wonder then gives my Warlord Paralyze. So that then causes you to miss your next attack.
Oh, great. Not much point rolling then, right?
Not much point rolling, so we're going to go back round again. I only get 1 attack at 9, because I only get attack thrice in the first round. 11 is a failure to hit, so it is now your turn to turn around and attack back.
Sweet. Alright, so how...
So attacks twice, so you get 2 dice, and you're
What are
hitting
they?
on a 6 or below.
Okay.
12, 11, okay, I'm happy with that one. So back round again, 9 or better, 7 is a hit.
Very dead.
Alright, so Marauders have been taken out, so I get to draw 2 cards from my hero deck, hopefully finding a unit. Okay, so I have 1 unit. It's not a great one, but it'll do. I'm also going to, at the end of my turn, play the Pillage Power. So this allows me to take the top Fate deck until we find an instant. So that's an add to hand, and that's an instant. So unfortunately, I'm only taking 1. Still better than a kick in the teeth. Alright, your go, Ben.
Alright, draw 1. And I got another unit. Aren't you so jealous of all my units here?
I would be if they went rodents.
Wow. What's wrong with rodents, man? They're kicking your ass.
So far,
Alright.
so far.
So yeah. Draw here.
Yep, so flip it. Alright, it is the rogues. So I'll now be taking the role of the rogues, taking you on.
Alright.
So what column would you like to add to
How
combat?
tough is this guy? I mean, the card I just drew seems pretty tough. Could be wrong. I'm not too sure, but we'll fight with...
Alright, where at?
Actually, I got a hero over here. Let's fight with this column.
Alrighty. So the rogues are coming in with first strike.
Alright.
So I'll be going first for initiative. So on a 7. So there's no negatives.
Fearful... Does fearful matter?
Yep, fearful would matter except enemy rolls. Okay, so fearful on the wolves means that if I roll a 1 to 3, the wolves flee combat
Okay.
and are discarded. Not quite on a 9, so we'll be going into combat. First strike, hitting on a 7 against your wolves. 12 fails to hit.
Alright, so do I attack with both
Your
of these
choice,
guys?
whichever order.
Alright, let's attack with the Rune Guard.
Alright, 4 with double damage. 11,
Miss.
not quite.
Alright, wolves.
Alright, wolves are hitting on a 5.
Sweet.
1 is a critical hit.
Just wanting all day.
Alright, now rogues have the hit and run rule, so on a 10 plus, as rolled by my opponent, the rogues will flee combat.
Okay.
So roll 'em. That's a 3, that's not quite there. Alright, rogues coming in. A 7 is a hit against the wolves.
Alright, Rune Guard. Strike.
6 is a fail.
Wolf strike.
5 is a fail.
Miss.
Alright, roll for hit and run. See if they flee combat. 8's a fail. Alright, rogues coming in, doing some damage hopefully. 2 is a hit.
Wolves.
Wolves
down.
are dead. 1 more to go.
Alright, attack.
5
That's
is a
a
miss.
No. I thought it was a 5 will.
No, 4.
Ah, you're right. Yep.
Alright, so roll for hit and run.
Yep. No.
6, they're still here. Alright, rogues coming in. 7. 5 is a hit.
Man, these guys are tough. Why did I take them on? Why can't I flee and run?
5 is a
miss.
fail. Alright, so hit and run again. Last one, see if they leave. 4 is a fail. Alright, rogues coming in for 7. Oh, we need that one. So that's an 8. That is a fail.
Okay.
5 is a fail.
That's why I like unlucky number.
Alright, hit and run. 10. Okay, the rogues have decided to flee combat and have joined the bandit pool. So if at any time we come into combat with a bandit later on, the rogues will join in on the combat. Alright, so is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's it. Go ahead.
Alright, so at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to play the Bolster Army Power and draw 2 extra cards from my deck. And then draw my regular card.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of cards over there.
That is the idea. Alright, I'm going to play another hero, Zul'Karas, the Shifty. Comes in with 3 health. I'm also going to play Hoodlums, who are very useless, but occasionally take hits that are meant for better people.
Why is that in your deck? It looks terrible.
So, Cannon Fodder is a special rule where if you're in combat with multiple opponents, you have to attack them first.
Okay.
So they're useful for keeping more interesting people alive. And I'll draw this card.
So what you're saying is you're not a bad deck builder?
I'm not a bad deck builder. Alright, it's all you, Ben.
Right, got a fortification, so...
Very back row
Does
into
it-
any column,
Anything?
but they only support the column they're behind.
Gotcha. So if I were to place it in the middle, it would support my hero?
Yes.
Alright, seems like a smart thing to do. Place it there, draw a card.
So flip him. Alright, Frenzied Magi. So we've got the first mercenary we've come across so far. Now, would you like to spend 1,000 gold to hire their services?
Do I even have gold?
Do you have any in your hand?
No.
Then no, you cannot.
Alright.
So I don't
does
have...
he attack me?
No, if you can't hire him, he is added to the bandit pool along with the rogues.
Okay. Man. Your team's... Oh, your turns seem a lot better than mine. I'll pass.
Alright, so I'll draw my card. And I'll finally find my 3rd unit for the game, the Guild Healers. Okay. And with nothing else, I'm going to draw from the Fate deck. Your go.
Alright.
So you notice there will occasionally be combat to start with, and then a slower period where everyone gets set up in the board.
Alright. Play units, savages,
Yep. So they're easy to hit, but they also make their hero more powerful.
and add to my hand.
So during the course of the game, a lot of the combat is decided by who has the most Fate deck cards.
Alright, that's it. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Alright, so we've got another unit coming in here. There's no real downside to playing them out, as long as I've still got a slot open for when I draw a better unit. And add to hand. Alright, you'll go.
Alright. That is not a unit, so I'm gonna...
So we can
Flip
go
this
flip
one.
over. Alright, so that's the mid deck card. So now, from all the way in from here, the Final War card is potentially in play, which will end the game. So you get to flip another one now. Alright, so Fire Dragons. Going to go into combat against one of your columns. Now,
Jeez.
they are the scariest monster,
That
but
thing's terrifying.
you do, if you can beat them, you will get to draw 3 cards.
Good luck, me. Alright. Let's do it.
Alright, so which column are you going with? Anyone but your Warlord.
Oh man, he's the best guy. Let's see. All my columns kind of suck, but I'm going to choose my were-rats.
Okay, now Fire Dragon has attacks last, so you'll get to go first.
Okay.
Before we start, we'll roll for Fearful. So on a 1 to 3, they'll flee the combat. Rolled by opponent.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good, but I failed anyway. Alright, were-rats coming in.
Alright.
Rats v Dragons. Seems fair.
6 on hit.
8 is a miss. Alright, now the Fire Dragon has the option of using both its melee and breath weapon during its turn. So the breath weapon on the first round, on a 1 to 6, I'll deal 2 damage to your column. On a 7+, I'll deal 1 damage. 5 is 1 to 6, so that's 2 fire damage to your column.
Alright.
And then my regular attack hitting on a 9. So that's a 9.
Okay, dead.
Where that's taking it.
That was...
Luckily, you didn't lose a more useful column.
Okay, well, your turn.
Alright, let's draw from the hero deck. Speaking of dragons, I'll play my Shadow Drake.
Jeez.
So this is the Elder hit cat unit that I managed to open up, and it's quite good.
That's just unfair.
It's game over.
Alright, so I'm going to flip the Minotaurs. So Minotaurs going to go into combat. I'm going to choose my Shadow Drake column.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Alright, so with first strike I'll be going first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my Shadow Drake breath weapon to poison your column. So at the end of each round you're going to take 1 point of damage.
Yes.
I'm then going to roll, hitting on a 11. 3 is a hit, so you'll take 1 straight up point of damage.
Alright.
So hitting on an 8 causing triple damage, so you roll 1 dice.
Give me that crit.
11 is
man.
a miss.
So
So
lucky at the
poison, take 1 damage.
Yep.
Alright, roll again. So I'm going to attack, hit on an 11. 7's going to cause a hit.
Mhm.
Alright, here we go. Hitting on an 8. That's a
Alright.
7. So what I'm going to do for that one,
Oh boy, you got stuff to do?
I'm going to make you re-roll that attack with a 3-point penalty. So you now hit on a 5.
You're just wasting that card, Harry.
It's almost like my
Always
Shadow
lucky.
Drake
Ah.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
And take 1 damage from poison.
Punished for being cocky.
Alright, so I'm going to draw 2 more cards and pass to you.
Can I at any point concede? Because this is not working out too well.
That's fine, you just need some good combat. Just roll well.
Alright,
Flip it?
Yep, flip it.
Alright, skirmish. So we're going to put 1 column in against 1 column.
Okay.
So you flipped it, so I'm going to choose first,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to choose my Shadow Drake.
Well, since you chose your Shadow Drake, I'm going to put in some fodder for it, because I know I'm going to lose this one. So I'm going to chuck in my werebats under the bus.
Alright, so first strike, so I'll win initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my breath weapon to poison your column. So at the end of the round, so you still get your attack.
Okay, excellent.
Alright, off we go. Show me what you got.
Alright.
8 is a miss, and poison takes out the werebats, winning me the skirmish, and I'll draw 2 more cards. So that was your turn. You got anything else?
I have nothing.
Alright,
Go ahead.
draw for turn. Very quickly snowballing ahead, I'm going to play Al Truth, who comes in with 3 health. And that'll be it from me, so I'll flip Pestilence. Okay, so this is the point where it actually matters. So on a 1 to 10, you get to keep each of your units. On a 11 or 12, that unit is killed, regardless of what unit it is. So I'll go through and start. So I'll go right. We'll go left to right. So robbers, they're fine. Hoodlums, 7, they're fine. Ruffians, 5, they're fine. Guild healers, 2, they're fine.
Oh.
All right, here we go. 3, we're fine. Silk Harass. 10, we are fine, barely. And Al Truth, 7, we are fine. You'll go around.
Cool. Alright, savages.
3, we're fine.
Wolves.
8, we're fine.
Rune guard. Dead.
11 drops dead. Alright, thanks for that. Okay, so going across, anything else from this turn done?
That was my turn?
Yeah, that was your turn.
Oh man.
Sick turn, Ben.
Alright, that's it.
Alright, draw for turn. Alright, so now I'm finding that because I put out some of the not quite as good units, I'm finding good ones stuck in my hand, but with the Shadow Drake that doesn't seem to be an issue. Alright, Final War. So this is it, all the marbles. So all columns into combat against all columns.
Excellent.
So, do you have any before combat spells or powers you would like to play?
Alright, consult the hand. I have 2. That one's good. Alright, first one I'm going to play is Destroy Fortress. Destroy an enemy fortification.
So Hidden
Now-
Stronghold is a little bit more powerful, but Thieves' Den is on my Warlord column.
Considering your Warlord is probably weaker than mine, am I correct in saying that?
Yes, in combat,
think-
Fangris is the most powerful Warlord.
I think I'm going to need just to try and crush that column, so I'll take the Thieves' Den away.
Destroyed.
And let's see this one. Barrel of Berserking. Play before combat. Triple damage and follow through.
Okay, so that one there is a item.
Okay. Oh, so my bad. What do I do with this one then?
That one's stuck in your hand because your Warlord already has 2 items on him.
Alright.
So your items are now revealed.
Okay.
Okay, so your Amulet of Anger has 1 charge on it, so you get to use it once per combat, and then for a combat, and then it's discarded.
Okay.
So seeing as same with my Potion of Might, seeing as there's not going to be another combat, I'm going to use my potion. Would you like to use your amulet?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes,
so
I
they're
would.
both online for this game. So the most important roll, we're going to see who goes first. 3 beats 6, so I'm going to choose to go first for initiative. Alright. Okay, so my Shadrach, so I have 1, 2, 3 first strikers who are going to go first. Now before we start, Fearful. So on a 1 to 3, my hoodlums are discarded, rolled by my enemy.
1 to 3.
That's a 1, so the hoodlums are discarded.
Excellent.
That gets rid of my cannon fodder, should make it a little easier to get through. I'm going to roll for your wolves. Because they're going up against PR 9+, it's a 1 to 6, which I hit. The wolves are discarded.
So they just go away.
They go away. Alright, it seems fairly one-sided. So let's start with the first strike. So I'm going to use Shadow Drake to attack your savages, hitting on anything but a 12. That's a hit. And my ruffians are going to first strike your savages. 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a hit.
Damn.
Alright, now this may be over before we have any combat. So Shadrach coming in with +1, 2, 3, 4, 10. -3, so hitting on a 7 or above. So I'll attack 3 times with double damage.
Excellent. Can't wait.
Okay, here we go. Alright, 5, 6, 7.
3 hits.
3 hits at double damage, dealing a total of 6.
Well,
Sorry,
Sense.
defense -2. So my 7s go down to 5s. So 1 hit, dealing double damage.
I thought I was dead. Alright, excellent.
So double damage, you lose 2.
Yep.
Okay, so not quite there yet. So that's all of my first strike. So I then get to
Oh,
attack.
Harry. Defense -3 on my tower.
Yep, counted that one. That cancels out the potion.
Ah, right. Never mind.
Alright, so I now get 1 attack with 1 regular character before you get to attack me back. So the highest one I have is Guild Healers. So I'm going to go with 6, 7, 8, 9, minus down to a 4. 5 is a fail to hit. So it's now your attack.
Okay. So I get to attack twice with my Fangrist.
So you're at 10.
Attack bonus for 1 combat. Alright. Do I choose which color?
Choose any character.
Alright. I need to get through that dragon eventually, so I'm going to start there if I'm ever going to win this game.
12 and a 4, that's 1 hit there.
Alright.
Alright, so I've used the Guild Healers, so I'm now going to use the Robbers, hitting on a 5, hitting on a 2. 7 is a fail. Zul'Karas hitting on a 1. And there's a 1 for a critical hit.
Okay, I'm going to play my second chance power.
Force me to re-roll with a penalty. Okay.
Anything
Is
to
there
stop
anything
me?
I can do about that? Alright, I don't think so. Alright, here we go. So 2-point penalty.
Oh,
Or I could just roll a 1 again.
it's just cheating. Alright.
So that's double damage for a critical hit.
Dead?
Dead, dead.
Alright, GG.
Thank you. Alright, so